Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Sadia, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my skincare routine. If you want to know how I'm doing it, how I got started on my skincare journey, please stay tuned and watch this video until the end, and I'll see you there. A little bit of disclaimer before we get started with the video. I am not a doctor. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I am just here to tell you what I am doing, and maybe you can benefit off of this. This video is just a way of documenting where I am in my journey right now and where I plan to be maybe in like the next 6 months to a year. Having said that, I wanted to start my skincare journey because of keratosis pilaris, or chicken skin, or strawberry skin, however you like to call it. I thought it was something that needed my attention, and I was hoping that maybe if I can start in a year or two, I would be able to see some sort of a result. So with that expectation, I started like a month ago. Also, with skincare in general, it's unhealthy to have expectations that you will see results within weeks, because that's not true. Depending on wherever you are in life and whatever your skin condition is, you have to give it time, and you have to be patient. You also have to adapt a routine that is sustainable. Now that we have all of those disclaimers out of the way, I will jump right into the video, and I'm gonna link some of the doctors and dermatologists that I've been following on Instagram. They make a lot of fun content with relevant information about keratosis pilaris, rosacea, like other skin related stuff. They have actually helped me understand things better, and that's where I picked up a lot of my products as well that I'm going to talk about in the video. So yeah, watch this video up until the end, and if you find any value in this, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's just dive right into it. Let's just get started. So first things first is the cleanser. I don't have it on me, it's in the washroom and I just can't get up right now, but I'm gonna insert a picture here. It's from Cetaphil. It is what I've been using for a while now, and even for removing my makeup, it works great. I don't use a makeup remover wipe or anything like that, and this just works perfect for me. And for step 2, I use Ordinary's glycolic acid. I've watched videos from many doctors and dermatologists, and they all recommend having some sort of an exfoliator, be it chemical or physical, because I feel like I can go a little too harsh with a physical exfoliator, so I just stopped doing that overall with my face. But the body is a different story. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. When it comes to skincare, always remember that less is more. So I do use this after cleansing 2 to 3 times a week on my face, because for at least like 6 days a week I use retinol. This is the retinol that I'm using, and I'm gonna insert pictures like here for you, but it is 0.5% retinol, and this is actually very oily, so it does sort of like hydrate my skin at the same time, but it does work as a typical retinol would do. Before I put this on my face, I did do like a patch test all over like my arms, just to make sure it suits me, because you don't want to risk putting something on your face that might not suit you. I'll always do a patch test for everything that I'm talking about here, and this is what I use like almost every night, except for the nights when I'm using glycolic acid. I try to make sure I don't use both of them together, because that's basically an overkill at that point. But if you want to use retinol with something, you can always pair it with hyaluronic acid. The hyaluronic acid I use is also from The Ordinary. Now this video might look like it's sponsored by The Ordinary. Now how much I wish it were, but it's not. I purchased everything with my own money, and I'm bleeding money. Can we just talk about how much money I spent on this? Because I use all of this on my body as well. So typically, if this was supposed to like last me, let's say 2 months, like at least for my face, I basically run through each of these bottles in under 4 weeks. Okay, so since I'm still young and I'm in my early 20s, I don't do a lot of steps. I just do retinol and hyaluronic acid sometimes, because I usually forget about hyaluronic acid. So I usually do retinol, let it sit on my face for like a couple of minutes, let it just like really like soak in, and then go with a face oil. And the face oil that I'm using right now is from Walmart. This is like super cheap. It's called Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Oil. This smells so good. It has a really nice, like, fruity, fresh smell. Retinol doesn't smell really great, so after using this, when you put this on your face, it's like a breath of fresh air, and I really like it for that. Just to reiterate all of that, I'm either using a glycolic acid maybe like once or twice a week, and for the rest of the days I'm using retinol paired with hyaluronic acid, and that's pretty much it. I don't do a lot of steps because I feel like, especially, I cannot afford to spend a lot of time or money on my face. I just can't do that. There's just so many deadlines, and there are even days when I can't do any of these steps, so I just lather some of the retinol and face oil, and I just call it a night. That's just how it is right now, but you have to be practical and take care of your skin at the same time, so I don't want to add a lot of flares and burden myself with too much work, if that makes sense to you. I do have like textured skin out on the outer parameters of my face. It can get a little bumpy, especially like around here, and I feel like after using the combination of retinol and glycolic, I feel like it has significantly died down. I'm not gonna say it's gone like totally, at least not on my forehead, but it has gone 100% from the outer parameters of my face, which is unreal. Of course, you know, try it for yourself. Every person will react differently to these products, but I highly recommend you giving them a try. And also, Ordinary is great for trying things out, especially if you're new in skincare, because they're not very expensive. For someone like me who's using all of these products on the face and the body, I needed something that I could replenish often. Now, just like you would put makeup on your face and your neck, your skincare must be treated the same way. So I make sure to apply like retinol or glycolic acid or lactic acid or whatever I'm using, or even the face oil that I'm using. So I just make sure I apply it on my face and neck and my chest area, because all of the skin is also aging, and they're also affected by some sort of dehydration or whatever your skin is dealing with. They're also prone to all of those issues as well. And on my journey of learning more about skincare and all of these products, I've also learned that SPF is so important, especially in some of the AHAs can make you more prone to sun damage, so definitely use a good SPF. Alright, thank you so much for watching and spending your time here with me. Once again, make sure you do the patch test, make sure you use SPF, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!